Yo, yo, welcome in, I love you. Trav here, and let's have a discussion with the goal of raising our level of discourse on this channel and in general, more respectful conversations where different perspectives and viewpoints are allowed without having to try to assert one of our worldviews over the others, one dogma over the other. We can cite things that other people believe without them necessarily reality needing to be reconciled. So what this conversation is really about, I'm going to make an example of the difference between perception and reality and how those things to the perceptual of observer are no different. So basically, you and I have different worldviews on things. We tell different stories, we have different narratives, we have different beliefs of what happened. We see testimonials on the stand of people say different things without necessarily lying. We just have different realities. And that's because most things are not objectively provable. They're just interpreted through our senses, and our brain's really trying to interpret through our senses. And what happens is the objective reality is very hard to prove or unprovable, and what we have instead is two different narratives that are at odds with each other. But if we respect that, okay, this is why, this makes sense, we don't have to assert one over the other. We don't have to try to say that I'm right and you're wrong. It's just there's no way to prove what really happens anyways, and perception is just as important as reality. Like, there's certain things that are objectively provable, right? 2 + 2 = 4. It doesn't equal 5. But you might not necessarily believe it. You might think 2 + 2 = 5, and to you, that is reality. So perception is very important to respect. Now, I can try to convince you that 2 + 2 = 4, and with science, if you have science and things are objectively provable, it's a lot easier, but most things are not that simple, and even when they're that simple, there's still difficulty. So the goal of this channel is not to assert one dogma. The goal is to allow different discourses. The goal is to allow two narratives to exist at the same time. Well, these people on this side believe this, and these people on this side believe that, and both sides are right to themselves, right? This side to themselves is correct, this side to themselves is correct, no matter how detached they may be from the actual reality, and we want to study their perception, their beliefs. Does that make sense? I feel like I talked in circles here, although it's not been the longest video. What do you think about that? Can we do that on this channel? Can we try to? Or is this me trying to enforce this, me trying to enforce one narrative, one worldview, one dogma? Am I doing that myself? What do you think? Leave me a comment below. I'm open to all ideas. I'm not going to censor any idea, although I've thought about this. I might censor certain delivery behaviors. Like if it's just outrageously unproductive, then fuck, I don't know if we should waste our time on that. But if you're relatively polite, you can say fucking anything, have any idea. Awesome. What do you think about that as well, of how to moderate this channel? Leave me comments. Let's improve our level of discourse. Tell me what you think. I love you. Take action.